comes, and anytime this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
Auburn lines up quickly. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25.
Brings it in down the left side. Afterburner's coming. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Auburn.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. The opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense has the ball for the first time. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked. That's a good-looking throw, and I know when we talk Wisconsin offense, we're always talking about running backs, but they've seen their fair share of QBs too. Darren Bevel back in my day, Scott Tolzien had some success, and then, of course, Russell Wilson also. This guy right now in this game, he needs to get himself into a rhythm, and if he gets there, he's dangerous.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the tight end. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Badgers will snap it on first and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He'll toss it. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
That is what you call putting a little air under it and letting your guy run to it.
Exactly right, Reese. It's so hard to track that football when you put so much air underneath it, and I'm trying to run with the wide receiver. He's so used to doing that every single day in practice, and you could tell he saw the ball great, went up and plucked it.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Here comes the option. Now the toss. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Badgers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Badgers! And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer.
Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll try the run. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The option look. He'll pitch it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Can't quite make the tight end. They'll let him a little too much. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Kansas State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on 1st down. And down he goes back at the 3.
That is a great job getting to the quarterback. And when you're playing in Camp Randall Stadium, in one of the loudest atmospheres in all of college football, and your offensive line can't hear the snap count, and you've got dudes like T.J. Watt or J.J. Watt coming off the edge, it's not a lot of fun. It's not really fun for this quarterback right now either with this dude rushing.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Little touch pass to the receiver. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. They go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. He wants to throw. He finds his man. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Tackled after picking up the first down.
That's a good-looking run there. And if you're going to be RB1 for Wisconsin, you're going to be pretty talented. Because you think of the guys they've had in this backfield in recent years, the Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dane, Monty Ball. How about Jonathan Taylor that's getting it done now on Sundays? This guy's got power, he's got speed, he's got shiftiness, he's got all the tools you need to be successful and play on Sunday.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Badger! And they take it in for 6 more points.
We know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field trace. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He makes the grab. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Cross. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Still running at the 40. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on 1st down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive. I think this guy has some of those traits too.
Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
It's really tough as a quarterback to throw down here in the red zone because the windows, they constrict so quickly. Quarterback lucky that ball wasn't picked. He tried to force that one into double coverage.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third down, going up top. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. They push out the lead in week 6. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
One of the areas they really focused on this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to...
And he can't escape, and down he goes. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. On second down, he's looking downfield. Complete in the middle. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Looking to move it through the air. He's got the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Spits it out to the back. Finds his target down the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And he tacks on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Wall. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Going up top on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. It's complete on the right side. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. quarterback checking off. Looking to throw on second down. Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Camp Randall.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. Through the raindrops, the ball just squirted right through him. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like...
Got a lot of running room. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. They'll run the option. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Line getting set on second down. Looking for room. It's Bond. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Offense getting set for first down. Here's the handoff. Shows him the stiff arm. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Auburn lines up quickly. To the air on first down. It's caught. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. They'll go to the ground. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Softened him up with a run, now to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Minnesota is on the ropes, and it's like they're looking at their corner and saying, no mas. The type of performance we're just not used to seeing in Minneapolis. They're trailing by 21 to Liberty. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quarterback will audible. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Working that left side now. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Complementary offensive football, finding just enough balance, and Wisconsin quarterbacks have always done a great job staying within their system.
Stay within the system, stay within yourself, know when to chuck the football. But more importantly, what do you got to do, Reese? You got to take care of the football. Play action, make those plays, but don't put the ball in harm's way.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Third and short now from their own 48. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Badgers line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And they'll get it down after the return at the 27-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. First down for this offense. He wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Wall. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He looks that one in nicely.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
On the option. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Excellent field position here for the offense. On the run, it's Cross. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Cross. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. He's going to run it. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
It's just so frustrating on a defense. I mean, you got great initial coverage. You understand 3rd and short. The ball might come out fast, and then what is it?
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. 3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all 0.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead, put a drive together here, and build on that lead.
They believe in that running game, got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. Look at the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And that's so well done by the defense there. Not only are you preventing him from getting the first down, you're also getting him out of bounds. So you stop the clock. You need to get the football back. You're doing a great job of conserving time on the clock for your offense to go and get you the win.
And the Badgers get it past the sticks.
And 4th and inches for me is a green light anywhere on the field. I'm going to run the football. I'm going to be physical. I'm going to go to my play. I know I can get it. I like the play call on 4th and inches to go for it.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. Couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Now the toss. Puts one in the spin cycle. Hit the afterburners, kid. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Badger. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This drive will open from the 15. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He makes the connection. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to fire on second down. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. He's going to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They keep attacking through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push, and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Giving him his pads. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass? The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Nowhere to move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of...
And the defense gets to the quarterback. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Coming after it. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Hall will throw it. And his first pass is incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll run the option. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Using his feet. And that is how we will wrap this one up. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.